Hello and welcome everybody to this Heflatv presentation of the MSI Beat It GosuCup Asia. This is the winners bracket final, Kingdom versus Titan. It's a best of 3, and well, at least today I'm not alone because joining me will be Heflatv.
Hello.
Hello.
That's it already. Like, you won't get much more from me. I'm not used to being co-caster, so yeah. Hello.
Anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, all the other co-casters are damn slacking. I try to wake up everyone, but like Heflatv casters are mostly American, some from Taiwan. Like, you are not even CET. Like, all the different time zones make it so hard to actually cast or get co-casters up for the early tournaments. But here I am. I was actually planning on studying, but well.
I mean, you're so late on your studies anyway.
So you think now it's even better a time of not actually learning?
When's your first exam, or did you already have exams?
In 9 days. In 9 days I have to learn everything of the past 2 years, pretty much. But
yeah.
Let's not talk about it. Let's talk about what we got here. We got Kingdom versus Titan. It's a best of 3 game, and the draft is already going on. We have the Brewmaster being banned out, as well as the Viper here for Kingdom. Viper, well, pretty popular ban and pick in the C scene. Like anywhere else, it's a hero that gets pretty much ignored in comparison. And on the other side, well, we have Lycan and the Doom. Like, those two we see even in the rest of the world, not just in C, and both of them of course very potent. But with these ones we have actually quite a nice spectrum of heroes we could see potentially coming out. Batrider is, for example, the first one, so Blink Dagger initiation into Lasso is already there.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising to me, to be honest, that Kingdom banned out the Viper themselves, because that's a hero that carried them to victory against Arrow Gaming yesterday. But I guess since Titan had first pick, then Titan kind of likes that hero as well. But I mean, they got their hands on the Batrider, like you said. Just the initiation is so sick. But Kingdom, they have a chance to go for an Invoker now if they want to. But they start with a Treant, and well, I guess we might not see an Invoker. Like, Nature's Prophet is in the pool, as is Mirana.
Yep, absolutely. Now Dream Protector we actually see. Like, I'm quite used to Brewmaster picks Dream Protector since I'm casting TI and the Summit in German on our German channels here on Heflatv, and oh well, I'm not a big fan of either hero because I don't know, Dream Protector with the Living Armor. Actually, yesterday I saw 2 games on the Summit, or actually casted 2 games on the Summit, where the Dream Protector wasn't very successful because the teams, they decided to go for a very fast push, and then Dream Protector level was not high enough, the rotations were not strong enough, they couldn't drive off the enemy off the tower, and therefore no tower healing whatsoever incoming. And that's the key to beat the Dream Protector, saving early tier 1 towers and then just commit fully to the towers. That's at least how it worked yesterday, very well for a lot of teams. So let's see how the C teams handle it. I mean, if you don't get the tower down, then it will get healed up, and it's always pain because you have to chew for more HP, like putting you at risk to get ganked under the tower, which is always a disadvantage, of course.
Yeah, it's the best way really is to counter just with almost all-out push against the Treant Protector. Well, not all-out, but just a decent amount, especially if you have lots of units like from a Nature's Prophet to take care of the goddamn Living Armor. But Kingdom, they went for a Vengeful Spirit, and I guess that's just partly to counter the Batrider.
Yep, I guess. Well, I mean, the swap of Vengeful Spirit is definitely a 100% counter pick to Batrider since the lasso gets disengaged which I definitely like. Plus, Vengeful Spirit is, I don't know, it's a very nice hero. Like the strength, like the base strength growth of Vengeful Spirit is very strong. The aura she provides is of course very nice, as well as of course a high damage value, stun, longer duration, minus armor is coming there as a source as well. And of course the swap is not just against the Batrider nice, it's also very nice to like do the swaps in, especially if Vengeful Spirit has a 4-stuff to get out, so you also have some sort of initiation. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, Titan, they got themselves, well, the Shadow Shaman, as they ban out the Nyx Assassin now. And of course, Nyx Assassin is just a great hero against the Batrider. Spike Carapace into the Firefly stops the Batrider immediately already. And well, I guess they don't want to face any more than the Vengeful Spirit is there already. But Kingdom, well, can't say I'm too surprised against the Tinker ban at the moment, because that hero has just risen in popularity over the last 2 weeks or so. It's crazy how much that hero is played nowadays.
Which, the Rasta?
The Tinker.
Oh, the Tinker, yeah, of course, it is. It's crazy. I mean, alone in the TI, I casted like 4 Tinkers already. Like 1 Excalibur to Danny and another one on, I think, in G. I'm not quite sure. I mean, 1 Tinker, Dandy actually failed quite badly, but the other one, Excalibur and Dandy playing the Tinker, it was quite nice. Especially the combination of, say, Chen Sandbag plus the Blink In, and then the shotgun Tinker, it worked out quite nicely. Because Tinker, like the Chen was only just holding a creep back, and that was always like a TP platform for the Tinker. So all you do is you send him back, he goes in with a shotgun, finds himself at the fountain, rearming, just coming back to Chen's creep. You can infinitely repeat that. Like, it's perfect for a slow siege, because you're not just doing, of course, damage to the tower in the meantime, as well as laying some patches of marching machines. You're also doing quite crazy damage on the enemy, who has to go eventually back to the fountain and to defend the tower further. It's quite a sick combination. Too bad we don't see it, because I myself I'm a very passionate Tinker player, and therefore like I always like to see it.
I mean, Tinker is just really a high play value, so to say. You just see great plays, and Tinker plays, they have to spam so much, like spam all 3 abilities, or 4 even. Just then go for items on top of that, like Dagon, Sheepstick, Shiva's Guard, whatever. Just so much to do and so fun to see as well. But the rest of the ban, Enchantress taken out by Kingdom, whereas Titan banned out the Weaver. And Kingdom now, they went for the Puck, so their lineup is rather aggressive and mid-game oriented at the moment, at least. And well, it's not like Titans is any more late game so far, because neither team has actually gone for their core that they want to run, like Spectre, Morphling, whatever along those lines.
Yep, like both teams are actually holding back, and also for Titan we don't know what it actually is, what is there to come. They could still go for a full pushing strategy just with a Batrider plus a core as like being something out of the push strategy, but I mean, if you go for something else now on top of the Shadow Shaman, I guess, I don't know, if Furin is still quite popular in the C scene, also in the CIS scene, if we, for example, talk about Roxkiss, Virtus Pro, etc., like us are there being quite nice. But yeah, we have the Dragon Knight, and I mean, Dragon Knight, most people actually underestimate how much pushing potential is coming out of a Dragon Knight, because the level 6, the Corrosive Breath, is actually doing quite something against the towers. But I don't like it when it's played against the Treant Protector, because last week I casted actually a combination of Dragon Knight and Jakiro, like Liquid Fire plus Corrosive Breath, that sums up to about 300 damage on the tower just over time, which you can just do. You just go directly straight for the tower, you hit him once, apply the debuff, damage over time, and you go back. So you don't even need to commit to the tower. Every time the creep wave reaches, or even without the creep wave reaching, you can just apply that to the tower. It's going down eventually. The problem is, you can't do that when a Treant Protector is on the pitch, because, yeah, Treant Protector will heal up that damage. Alone, the level 3 living armor is healing out pretty much everything the Dragon Knight has as damage value. It's like, 190 damage over time? I'm not quite sure, actually. 150, 125? I have some numbers.
Oh.
No, the Corrosive.
That...
The Corrosive Breath. I think
should
it's
be
100.
20 per tick, and I don't know how long it actually lasts. Like 4 seconds.
Yeah, I have
or
some
something?
numbers floating around my head,
yeah.
but I forgot which value it actually is. But the fact is that Treant Protector level 3 is already enough to pretty much negate it completely. But now Kingdom, they're going tanky. Like, that's a nice pick directly after Dragon Knight. So we have 2 very long-lasting heroes. The Bristleback, of course, who is quite a nuisance once he gets tanky. Also has, like, of course, some nice carry value when he's actually tanking up. And well, let's see. I mean, he definitely needs at least a casual cloak or maybe even a hood, because yeah, he will face Ether Shock as well as Firefly, Breathe Fire. That's quite a lot coming his way. So him getting tanky definitely includes getting some magic resistance.
I mean, I think the Dragon Knight definitely is a better hero than a Bristleback. Because Bristlebacks, yeah, they can be pretty damn tanky, but when come late game, Dragon Knight has just so much more to offer than a Bristleback does. Because the Quill Sprays, they kind of fall off, and I guess the Dragon Knight specifically, who has a really high base armor thanks to the blood, Dragon Blood. So, I mean, Dragon Knight, he's going to be fine against the Bristleback. Of course, it's nice against the Shadow Shaman, maybe the slows. I really love it on the Dire side though, because he has the Vicious Nasal Goo for the minus armor for the earlier erosions. But Titan, well, they throw a fast one at us because they go for a Juggernaut, and well, are they going for some pushing strategy on top of this, or is it even going to be a support or a carry one?
Uh, it could go either way, but I'm not a big fan of Juggernaut anyway. Like, I mean, the only thing I actually like about Juggernaut is the fact that the healing ward is pretty much a better heal than the fountain if you translate it into HPS. But I don't know, like I haven't seen so far in probably the last 100 games I casted with, let's say, at least, I don't know, 20 Juggernauts what I tried. I haven't seen a single Juggernaut going for a real carry build. It was all down to, okay, let's get that ultimate up. Let's nuke here and there, support with it. Maybe here and there also some nice solo catch of a carry with high HP and get him down. But eventually, Juggernaut is always falling back. I have a real bad feeling about the Juggernaut. I really miss the Juggernaut as a pure carry, just going for the right clicks, but he's just not tanky enough. He's just getting burst down, and even his magic immunity won't help him for too long. But maybe Titan is proving me wrong. Maybe we're gonna see here finally a Juggernaut that's actually working out, but he will have a hard time even against the Razor there.
Yeah, I think I've only seen like one really successful carry Juggernaut, and he actually went up against the Phantom Lancer and won in the end with like Battle Fury and massive crits, but that's a whole different story. Well, I think the Razor is pretty nice against the Dragon Knight mid lane, if it is going to be mid lane after all, and I'm not too sure if it is, because sending the puck mid lane would make more sense, and Bristleback may... Do you think they might be going for an aggressive tri-lane with this?
It's definitely possible, but I mean it also depends what the enemy is setting against it. I mean, so far we see Chen and Lifestealer being banned out. Okay, that's fine, I guess. I mean, I didn't see the Lifestealer actually happening there. I mean, we saw the Razor, of course, already as the answer. The Lifestealer would have been a potential Infest Bomb. Well, we have a Lashrak. Okay, that's more pushing power coming our way. So that means now we have, of course, Corrosive Breath, we have the Mass Serpent Wards, we have the Edict. Then again, Lashrak at the moment is not played with a very dominant Edict build, since he got that buff on the Lightning. We also see this build coming out quite often. But let's see. Maybe Titan is able to surprise me here.
Well, it's definitely a good stun overall, and actually with that they have a pretty nice amount of lockdown overall. Shadow Shaman with the Hex and Shackles, Bat Rider, Flame Break less so, Dragon Knight, Dragon Tail as well. So the puck, he has to be actually kind of careful about his positioning and how deep in he actually wants to go. Because Kingdom, they are actually lacking stuns themselves. Yeah, once they hit level 6 there will be a Dream Coil, the Overgrowth by the tree, but they're not even like proper stuns, so to say, so... Titan definitely have a crap ton of lockdown compared to Kingdom at least.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a bit about the core items as well. I mean, we have to see when the Blink Daggers are coming out. Like, Batrider Blink Dagger, of course, will always be crucial. If nicely set up, the first Blink Dagger always leads to a kill. The same goes pretty much for the puck. The first Dream Coil, if it's already there with the dagger, that's also a very potent first surprise attack of the puck. But we've seen quite a lot of pucks failing lately in like acquiring that dagger very early, and now he will be mid, which means, well, let's see if he has a decent time. I mean, I guess the Dragon Knight is gonna face him anyway, so let's see how that goes. At the moment we have Titan here with 4 men in their own jungle. They're just getting prepared if there's someone coming, but they definitely won't find anyone. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna introduce the Radiant team for now. We have Ohio here on the Batrider in the offline, and then the people, I already talked about it. We have NWP, on the Dragon Knight, then in the enemy jungle, we have Axe here on the Lashrak, then KYXY playing the Juggernaut, and Net, last but not least here, on the Shadow Shaman.
And for Kingdom up on the dark side, 2D will be playing the Bristleback on the offlane for them with Fixers on the mid lane, leaving the tri-lane to consist of Fruits on the Vengeful, Yomo Kompaku to play the Treant Protector, and their carry will be Smashy on the Razor. Well,
Yep.
I mean, safe lane, Razor, tri-lane, it's meh. At least they get guaranteed XP with the pulls going on, although actually the pull camp is blocked at the moment by the sentry ward here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Betra, like, just got the invisibility rune. That's, of course, much better than, for example, in the hands of the Vengeful Spirit. So she might stand directly on lane, just waiting for a Magic Missile, followed up by a Leech Seed, and then the Razor going for, I don't know, either or. It's also, like, on Razor we see different builds at the moment coming up. Like, many of them, of course, go for the Static Link, which I'm a fan of, but we also see a lot of Razors, like, maxing Plasma Field directly from the start, and then every point down in, like, paired up with the Static Link. But I think the Static Link is the best way to go for it. Ohio here, he already went for Firefly very early, and there's also now a Sentry Ward just in case being planted. I don't know what that Sentry Ward is really for, because I don't know, it doesn't really solve any purpose except for maybe there was a laning ward or something, but yeah, that would be a wild guess.
They went for it just because Ohio had that Invis rune and they wanted to get the first gank. They almost actually got the positioning advantage over the Batrider as well. But he just activated the Firefly and flew off to the side because Vengeful Spirit just can't catch up without boots of speed. There's no way, especially since Ohio started with his own boots. And now he's being a real pain in the ass for the support, just keeping the sticky napalm going and harassing them out. But he's getting some XP as
well,
is.
look in the mid. The
Oh my
DK, really so low. He actually used or had to use the Salve there, otherwise that last hit might have been enough. I mean, he was on what, like 60 HP. The puck right click is above that, plus minus armor. I don't know if it was enough, but I mean the Salve's at least securing that he doesn't get the first blood here. But I was talking about puck having a good or a bad start, and yeah, this puck definitely has a nice start because the pressure he puts on a DK is quite high. The DK 150 gold away from his bottle. The puck, well, he's further away, but still, let's see how it's going. Actually, he has a Salve. Yeah, Fixes is getting a Salve now here in the mid, so he had to spend that gold just to keep up with the HP and that one share tanker he has in the next 20 seconds. So yeah, his bottle will be a bit delayed.
I mean, that's what you get when your Treant Protector can't really go into any spells early on. Because if they want to gank the Batrider, they need the Leech Seed. But he would also want to pick up the Living Armor, so he needs at level 2 to have both. And up until that point, the puck will just take some harassment. With the Living Armor, it would be pretty easy for the puck to stay on lane, because when the Living Armor just saves you so much, and Dragon Knight doesn't really have anything. Whoa, man.
Yeah,
well,
they rotate in and just bring the Batrider to use his Firefly, but Ohio, I don't know, like once that Firefly is over, he has to be really careful, because without Firefly, the Magic Missile, the slow of the Leech Seed, that will be a problem in the mid. Well, there's the harass as usual, fall from back, just some right clicks in there, pre-fire. Well, I don't know, Fixes, he has to be really fast with his phase shift button. Like sometimes, if you're lucky and you predict the pre-fire coming out, if you're max range, you can actually phase shift it, and that's of course bad for the Dragon Knight because it's a 110 mana spell, so landing it is very crucial.
well, usually Dragon Knights mostly go for the last hits anyway, so if they hit the enemy hero, it's just gonna be a bonus, which of course is necessary, but oh, Fixers went a little bit aggressive, but the right clicks, even though the puck's base damage is pretty nice, especially with the Null Talisman, it didn't do all that much at the moment. And well, top lane Ohio just fireflying up from the low ground to the high ground and stealing some farm from the jungle of Kingdom.
Yeah, he's actually quite successful here. He just got that 84 gold of the big Hellbear Smasher, and the problem is now, of course, his Firefly is fading, so therefore you can't go aggressive in. But in the mid, look at it, Fixes is here hunting the Death Knight. Now, with the next orb, he might actually be successful, because now the problem is he has no follow-up, and the orb is going the wrong direction. That's too bad. So he's going back to mid. He had the bottle like, what, 5 seconds earlier, 10 seconds earlier than the DK. That gave him here the advantage. But the fact is, he's driving out the DK quite successfully. The DK will come back with the next bottle. Maybe he's even refilling it in the fountain. But he's losing quite some HP now. And the puck has, of course, the support of the Living Armor, which makes it for him a lot easier to stay on lane.
Yeah, the living armor is just so good for the mid lane specifically. But now, we actually might see some action bottom lane. Net wants to go in. 2D will actually be in range for Hex, Shackles, anything. Net, can you have the vision? There's the Hex. Will they get the Shackle to follow up? They probably will at some point in time. And actually, Net, they have to back off because the TPs are coming in. So at least they
That
don't
was
give
just
away
a nice
counter
pass
kills.
through. But they might actually want to go back. Look at this.
Oh man, 2D is in huge trouble with the Blade Fury coming out. He's actually not using it yet. There's the Shackles, but the stuns by Fruits coming in net. He's actually gonna go down to the first blood, or is he one more right click? Yes, he will. But 2D drops low, and as does Yomo going back with 3 and goes down. Can they get some more 2D? The Quill Spray is actually doing a lot. Extinct will definitely fall down, and KYXY, I don't think he can escape this as well. This is just a disaster for them. Their tri lane is just wiped, and the Illusion Orb just coming in to help.
Nice, that's a double kill for the Bristleback. So this is a 1-free trade. That was just a tick too aggressive here by Titan. I mean, that was very optimistic. I mean, getting the return kill on the tree, yes, but they had to dive through the tier 2 tower, like the Jugger losing a lot of HP, and then the Vengeful not having a follow-up magic missile, no stick there, which he could use. I mean, the stick is so crucial here. If you dive against the Bristleback, you need a stick. But the stick he would have been pretty much full mana, full HP again, because the Bristleback did approximately, what, 3, 4, 5 Quill Sprays plus the cast of the Treant Protector, etc. So that would have been the follow-up stun they needed to get at least the Bristleback or the Vengeful Spirit in a return kill, make it a 2-3. But without stick, no way to get this done.
I mean, that was like the worst possible outcome for them, because they didn't even get the first blood out of this. So, I mean, Kingdom definitely really happy about this. And Bristleback, he needs that at least a decent start. Because if he doesn't get the early items, if he doesn't start tanking early enough, he's just not going to do anything. But oh, there's a smoke coming mid lane. But who's going to go get who first? The Dragon Coil or Dream Coil already goes out. And Yamate, he's dropping low with a nice splitter fall onto 2 heroes. The Hex onto Fixer as well. The Earthshock. The Silence comes out, but Fixer is going to go down to the Diabolic Edict. The Living Armor. It's not enough as Ohio comes in with a long range Flame Break.
Yep, very nice. Decay here being tanky. Like, he used his entire bottle and now he gets a haste turn right on top of that. So he's back to lane pretty much, not losing much. This is exactly what he needed after that horrible, horrible start against the Puck in mid. And also the Puck now, like, his decent start pretty much got down the train because of this little gang. The Edict there on him doing so much damage. Like, he was also not very lucky with the creeps that were present there. Like, the creeps did not get any of the Edict pulses. Like, most of them just went directly in him because he was the closest target to the Lashrak. So very unfortunate fight there for Kingdom. It looked like they get a fast kill on NWP and then head back. But like with the smoke rotation at the same time, that was the perfect answer for Titan. So sometimes coincidence and luck is of course part of winning a game. But so far, it looks kind of equal. I mean, the farm is going quite decent on most of the lane. Quite similar to the opponents. We have a 2-3 at 7 minutes. It's a relatively slow game. But let's see if... I mean, right now both teams show at least the will to go for more aggressive play.
I mean, Kingdom, they're just hanging around with 3 in the mid lane at the moment. I'm not too sure if it's to counter gank when they're going on Puck or if they want to go themselves actually. They have some wards going around actually on both sides of the mid lane, so they're actually focusing on the Dragon Knight or maybe getting a good start on the Puck quite a lot.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, the only downside is for Titan at the moment. Like, 2D
might be in trouble. Ohio goes in, gets the lasso on the Bristleback as well, but it's back his turn. Dragon Knight activates his Elder Dragon from L2D. He should fall down. There's the Shackles, and they did it pretty damn fast.
Done. This was the first lasso coming out this game, and it was even without the Blink Dagger. But of course, this kill, as well as the follow-up tower now, this helps them. But they use the cliff, there's the Wave of Terror, and the Puck is in there.
Dream Coil only onto one though. He just Blade Furious out of it. Oh my god. He's just going balls deep. He has enough mana for his Omni Slash as well if he wants to use it. Tower, it does go down an Omni Slash. Just kills off one. They're going for Fixers next. He gets Dragon Tail. Ether Shock down. And all Kingdom, they're just crumbling. And are they going to go for the tier 2 now as well?
Yeah, they might. I mean, they're here with 4. Like, the creep wave is there, a catapult as well. Like, the only problem is the Juggernaut would need some mana, maybe a healing ward would help, but now Ohio is actually backing off. I don't think they commit to this tower. I mean, they got enough. They got a bonus, they got a tower with a bonus kill on top, as well as even a kill on the Puck, which is a high value kill since it's the mid hero. So, yeah, everything's working fine at the moment for Titan. Like, after this horrible dive in the bottom lane, they strike back here with a very, very fortunate fight. Then again, still, Smashy is farming all the way. He has his face boots done. He's going to be the mech carrier. And there he has pretty much... What does he have? Like, the headdress is done already. He has a Basilisk ring. Actually, he has less farm than I expected because he was pretty much farming all the time in the top lane while all this stuff is going on in mid and bottom lane. So I actually thought he gets more.
It just the Trilane not getting any kills on the Batroller definitely slows it down a little bit. I mean, last hit wise, he's doing just as well as the Juggernaut is, I guess. Which
Yep.
for safe lane is decent, but considering that KYXY, he died once, he's been part of 4 kills as well.
Yeah,
You-
that's the problem. Like, I mean, KYXY has been fighting all the time, diving tower, dying once, etc. He lost a lot of like CS there, and the Racer not stopped by anyone whatsoever. I mean, he had to go back now once to the base, but all the other time he has been farming. So CS wise, he's just not as efficient as KYXY. That's a huge difference. Like someone who can keep up the same CS while fighting, while dying and returning, that shows something. And this is not a good sign for Kingdom here. This Razor should be more effective on his lane.
He probably should, but at least the good thing for Titan is at the moment that Fixers isn't getting any farm as well. So, I mean, I guess the Bristleback is having more farm than Titan would have expected him to, but at least the other 2 cores aren't farming that well. I mean, Razor, yeah, he's farming well, but it's nothing too significant, especially looking at the net worth. KYXY is actually 1000 ahead of Smashy's Razor. And oh, there's a Blink Dagger finished on Ohio now. And that's just so much faster than the Puck's, because Puck is still 1.5k away from his.
Yeah, the Puck, like, the deaths he had, like, it was really bad. I mean, it threw him so back. Like, he was so aggressive on his lane, and he managed to do so well against the Dragon Knight, but, like, the fights following up that was just horrible, like the setback. And I said it in the draft, like the Blink Daggers, and when they come out, the timing on the Blink Daggers, it's gonna be crucial. And now we're gonna see Ohio, like I swear, he's TPing somewhere where he gets the first Blink Dagger off. Then again, he TPs in the mid, which means an Observer Ward will spot him out unless he has a smoke. And yes, they used the smoke. There are 3 people here, and now let's see what they get.
Well, I think the primary target will be Fixers, because Fruits, he doesn't have his swap yet, another swap, he's not level 6. They use the Nature Skies to actually keep them hidden. And oh, they go in, they get the last on the Puck, but the immediate Magic Missile to follow. Split Earth is there as well, Ohio. They actually missed, wow, Extinct. They get 1 kill, Puck buys back, he wants to go come in with the Dream Coil. Will it be big enough? Because, well, they got 1 kill, they're getting another one, and Yamate, he might be the next one. Illusion Orb, he doesn't get the range, but the Dream Coil onto 2. There's the Omnislash, he actually uses it as well, does a lot of damage. The other show coming in from net as well, oh my god. They get the Shackles onto 2D, and well, 2D, he's on the run still. Yomo Kompaku, he will definitely fall down, maybe deny himself to the Ancients. Nope, not gonna even try it, he wants to outrun the Dragon Knight. I don't think it will do, but... And 2D gets hexed up as well, Blade Fury, and just a full team wipe, and Puck even bought back for that.
That was horrible. I think that broke Kingdom just a knack. And besides that, this is always what I say. That's the upside of having Mass Serpent Wards. While you fight somewhere, like the Mass Serpent Wards are still taking care of the building. So they not just lost an entire team there, plus a buyback, they also lost a tower. And that was not even done by players. That was just the Mass Serpent Wards, which also contributed a lot of damage to this fight. I don't know. They should have been happy with that they got the counter on the Bash Rider, got an easy and fast kill there. Then they should have focused on getting the Mass Serpent Wards down, maybe protecting the tower. But instead they were like, they thought, hey, with the Dream Core and everything we got there, we can still turn around, but it went just horror play. I mean, the MVP in this fight for Kingdom was, in my opinion, the Dream Protector running for the ward. I mean, the healing ward of the Juggernaut that actually helped them to at least get a kill there and not, I don't know, chasing them forever and them, again, I don't know, getting healed up. But still, in the end, just Titan, just 2 control, 2 routine, and a team wipe for Kingdom. 13 minutes, 11-5. That's really bad.
Oh, but we might see a fight. Net gets the Hex on Fruits before the Magic Missile flies. There's the Plasma Field. On to 3 as well. Oh, nice Overgrowth onto 2. Can they kill off Net Magic Missile? He will definitely fall down. The Splitter was to fall on Fruits. He even gets Lasso just in case on the Vengeful. So, a support for a support.
Was a bit overkill, but I mean now the DK is pursuing. But yeah, in the end, it's fine. It's I mean it's a 1-1 trade, but Ohio might actually want to go for more. There's the entire Titan team, and at the moment Kingdom doesn't show at least no sign of getting any rotations in, because in the mid Fixes is working on the tower, so they try to make that at least some sort of tower trade, as well as of course some free farm for 2D here. He needs to get tanky. He has only the Stout Shield and the Wit Booster. That's not enough. The problem is with Titan, and there comes what I've been telling you in the draft, like level 4 healing ward is more effective than the Fountain Heal. Like if you have that wall up all the time, You can just stand at towers. It's so effective. Your entire team is just getting healed up. It's not losing anything while even committing to buildings or fights whatsoever. Like, you really need a ranged hero that gets rid of that ward pretty fast.
Yeah, well, they just don't have that. I guess Puck could go in, but he just doesn't have the blink to do so. Because if he goes in with the illusion orb to kill off the ward, he's just probably gonna die afterwards because he doesn't even have the levels to have more points into the phase shift. So the duration of it is really damn low, 0.75 seconds it should be, yes. So he just cannot escape that, especially with the amount of lockdown Titan has, just single target stuns and everything. And actually, KYXY, he's going for a straight up Aghanim Scepter by the looks of it. And if you get it early enough, it actually provides a lot of value for you.
Yeah, it definitely. There's always, I'm always saying like those, besides the, I don't know, it's always like the stating the obvious indicators, but I'm always saying like, hey, if there's a Radiant team actually getting Roshan, or if there's a Dream Protector team who lost like all those towers very early, it's always a bad sign. I mean, look at it. Like Titan, they got all the tier 1 towers, like maybe they're interested in a tier 2, then they can even get Roshan because Kingdom can't come back fast. So, but let's see what's happening. At the moment we see a 4-man smoke here. They're heading north for the time being, but I think in the end it's going to be initiation here in mid. Of course, Ohio has Blink Lasso, but what are they looking for? They wanted Smashy, but now it
I think
is...
Fixers is going to be the target probably, although they actually don't have proper vision. So they're just going for the tower, Mass Serpent wards down, and oh, they want to go in, but the silence comes on Ohio. There's the Dream Coil onto one as well, leech it. Ohio probably going to fall down, Magic Missile to lock him in place. The mech, no, it's not coming out, but Fixers, he's already down. The swap came out, but it doesn't matter in the end. Blade Fury by KYXY, no Omni Slash even necessary. He will probably go for it, and indeed he will kill off Smashy as well. Actually, most of it went into 2D with the Bristleback, so didn't take any damage, and net, he's gonna fall in return now. So it's gonna be 2 for 2. The last Quill Spray does get the kill, but now Yamate gets the stun onto Smashy. There's the Eye of the Storm by the Razor, so actually Yamate maybe in a bad position at the moment. The Minus Armor stacking up, Vicious Nasal Goo as well, Plasma Field, and even if the Shadow Blade, oh no, the Shadow Blade actually keeps him alive. Now, KYXY, spin to win, get his way out of there, and the tower does get denied, but a 2 for 2 plus the tower still went down even though it got denied, so slightly in the favor of Titan.
That's exactly what I said already about the Mass Serpent wards. I mean, there is a fight, all-out fight going on. It was not the most optimal fight for Titan, but like they even had the balls to just split up, like Yamate here just fighting with them, kiting them a bit while the Juggernaut was taking care of the tower. So in the end, after a 2-2 trade, you're like, oh yeah, oh that was a good fight, but the problem is Mass Serpent wards and the buildings are still going down. So if you keep that up, like going for even similar trades, but still getting a building on top of it, it always will be a better trade for Titan. So that's the strength of a Shadow Shaman. That's why this hero is so strong.
Well, I guess we should take a look at the graphs as well, just to see how well Titan are actually doing. And the gold, it's around 8,500 in their favor, and XP, it did drop down a little bit after this fight, but it's still around 6,000 in their favor. So Titan, they have a pretty strong lead 17 minutes into the game.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think they want more, and they're in a good position. The Dragon Knight ulti is ready again, and they're already heading towards the tier 2 tower bottom here. So, I mean, 2D now with a Vanguard, of course, he can do something, but I've already been talking about it. He has no cloak, for example. Now we see some warding forth and back here, but like, who sees what ward? Come on, 2D, go there, de-ward it. I know you want to, but then again, Juggernaut ulti is ready in 10 seconds. That's really bad, and I don't know if Kingdom like counted the seconds, but like just the presence of KYXY here is, I don't know, shrugging them off, and no de-warding coming in, not even Smashy. Now he's actually
they get the stun, the Mass Serpent, but they lock him in. A nice swap out by Fruit, so he's trying to save the Razor, but he's gonna go down in return. Ohio Lasso got used as well, but the Dream Coil onto 3 in return. Ohio probably gonna fall down. Nope. He barracks the Dream Coil, he's still alive, finally goes down, but Smashy so low. There's the Omni Slash to just get the kill. He was the only target, just eating up all the damage, so it's a 2 for 1. The tower actually got denied by Fixers, so...
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I mean, Titan...
Oh, they're gonna get 2D as well still. Dragon Tail.
Yeah.
And yeah, easy kill for them. Extinct is there as well. No Split Earth yet, but Lightning Storm will be enough probably, or well, even uses the Edict just in case.
No way to get away. So it was a what? A 2-3 trade in the end, plus a tower on top, and like regardless of the deny, I mean the deny, of course, yes, it's bad for your gold as such, but in this case here, Titan, they want to win the early game, and they're doing quite successfully. So if all the towers are getting denied, they don't really care because they have the momentum. Like all they have to do is wait for the respawn, get some mana HP back, wait for the Dragon Knight ulti as well as the Omni Slash, and then they can go again. But in the mid, we actually might see something now. Yep, there's the swap coming out as well as the Magic Missile. Let's see if Yamati gets out of here.
Well, he's pretty tanky, but the illusory of the leech, it probably slow him down enough. Although, oh, Shadowblade, the sentry, Urn will take him down in the end. Oh, that was so close. Xting came in with a nice 3-man split there just to try to stop it, but... Oh.
That was a lot of effort for one little Dragon Knight, but I mean, it's still fine. I mean, Kingdom is now in a situation where they should be happy with every pickoff they get. They only invested like the swap, which is a relatively low cooldown anyway, plus a sentry ward and a smoke. So if you count it down, they spent 200 gold to get 317. And of course a bit time spent on it. So it's not the most effective one, but still, like the Dragon Knight being down, that's very nice for them because yeah, no aggressive pushing for Titan at least without a Dragon Knight. But then KYXY, look at it, he just doesn't care. Like he doesn't care about HP, tower getting hit whatsoever, and nobody even dares to get close because they know, well, Omni Slash will be ready soon. About the 20-minute mark, it's ready. So if you go alone there, like Smashy does right now, it might be very dangerous.
You mean with the Aghanim's? At least it's not a level 3 ultimate, but I think it's still gonna be enough. And he's gonna try for it. He has the Omni Slash. Oh, did he get fogged out because of the night vision?
I don't know. But as I said, he doesn't care. There's the healing ward, and just look at the HP climbing. It's ridiculous. Like, it's 81 HPS. That's more than a Doom has, even with Scorched Earth up.
Oh, we might see a huge clash. Yamate is there with the Shadowblade scouting things out. He has a haste rune as well. Well, the smoke gets popped, but the activated dust. There's the magic missile, the swap into the same time. He's probably gonna fall again as well. He took a lot of damage. There's the Omni Slash, but they're just all grouped up. But the haste rune up the Dream Coil will be enough to keep him in place. Flame Break coming out as well. So, actually, they tanked off the Omni Slash. They killed off the Dragon Knight, so that was really good for Kingdom.
Yeah, that was actually a nice trade, especially because the DK is losing more and more. He just died, he came back, and the first action is to die. That's of course the first action in service right after you respawn and get back to military service is dying. That is very inefficient to say the least. So now actually we might see Kingdom trying a push here. They're a 5-man versus 4. They know the Omni Slash is out. The only thing they have to fear, of course, is now the lasso of the Batrider. And of course there is a Firefly patch trying to stop them, and even Split Earth taking care of the creeps. Then again, they will still commit to this tower. The cliff being used, okay, that will buy some time. But look, they stand all on the flame break. In the flame break, I mean, the Firefly. So they have to get the tower. It's actually getting denied. And 4-man Split Earth. Jesus.
That damage coming out from that was ridiculous with the Lightning Storm to follow up. And the Lightning Storm is only level 1 at the moment.
Yeah, and look what Net is doing top. Like, this is... They committed like half of their team HP for a tower that even got denied, and in return the Shadow Shaman is just going for the YOLO here, and he's even trying to play around with last hits. It's funny. So he gets the tower. So I don't know, Titan didn't lose much here, okay? A bad engagement with the DK, but they don't care. Like in the mid, it denied tower for the Shadow Shaman getting a solo kill on another tower. That means Kingdom is standing there without any outer tower, and that whole thing is happening against the Treant Protector. Like a hero you should not have, like, losing towers. That's the biggest problem at the moment for Kingdom, which means Titan has the entire map to work around. If they want to, they can go 5-man or 4-manning the enemy jungle, while someone else is farming their own jungle, as well as, of course, the creep waves. They can be mobile anywhere on the map. The vision of Kingdom is also pretty much diminishing. We have no gem on either team. That's quite important for 22 minutes. I think at least Titan, as the dominant team at the moment, should get a gem and take the last vision of Kingdom away. Because that vision of Kingdom, at least here in the mid, that one observer, is the only thing that is left. If they take that away, then Kingdom is pretty much pinned down to their base.
Well, it's not like they can go that much farther at the moment anyway, at least when Titan is on the prowl. And well, they can go even more aggressive now because Xting has finished up his mech on the Leshrac. Net actually has a level 1 Necrobook on the Shadow Shaman. So, I mean, I think Titan, with the 4 heroes that they have, apart from the Shadow Shaman, they can easily still take fights. And they can have the Shadow Shaman split push easily. Maybe even have the Juggernaut split push instead. They just have so many options going for them at the moment that Kingdom, I really feel like they were the ones who had to perform better in the early to mid game. Because, I mean, Bristleback and Razor, they don't give you too much in the later stages.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. Titan has so many ways to like really restrict Kingdom's freedom here on the map. Like a Kingdom, they can't go alone anywhere because then they always have to fear Ohio, like the lasso initiation. They have to fear the Omni Slash, and even any support plus Dragonite is a huge chunk of damage. So that means Kingdom, they have to stick together. Then also the clutch fights are not too optimal. Then you have like a full bouncing Omni Slash. Like the Dragonite is now level 2, which means we have already there a sort of AoE. The like Extinct here on the Lashrak, he's not too farmed actually. He only has the urn as well as he's the mech carrier, but still, it's a lot of AoE damage coming their way and for Kingdom, and also so far the Razor just didn't work out at all. Like I have really the feeling that Smashy, he should have used his time much better there top with the farm he had alone there. He got left alone with his farming pretty much for 10 minutes or even more, and he just barely managed. I mean, we had the topic already, but he barely managed to be on top of the Jugger farm. But the Jugger got CS plus kills plus towers on top of it, so that's the huge difference.
Just so much in this game overall, in a game of Dota, comes down to just getting those buildings, getting the global gold, just helping out their supports as well, because looking at Kingdom at the moment, like, what does Fruits really have? Boost of speed, Magic Wand, and a Bracer. That's all the Vengeful Spirit is at the moment. Yes, sure, he's dying every fight because he's using the Nether Swap defensively. Like, somebody gets ward trapped, he swaps them out or something, but they do smoke up, so they want to contest this Roshan at the very least.
This is very important. To be honest, this fight is the first indicator if that game goes. Like, if Titan is winning this fight as well as getting Roshan, it's pretty much over for Kingdom, but let's see what they go for.
They get scouted out already. There's the Illusory up to fly as well. Will actually come in with the Dream Coil, the stun onto 2D, still alive. There's the Lasso, the Bristleback Knight, the best target. They swap him out. Blade Mail activated in the extinct. He's dropping low. Nice Freeman Dream Coil as well. KOX gets stunned up, but the Omni Slash finally to come out. It does a pretty nice amount of damage, but it's a 1 for 0. Or rather 2 for 2. Both supports have fallen now. 2D getting chased down as well. 3 stacks of Sticky Napalm. Yamate has a Dragon Tail level 4. A long duration stun, and that's probably going to be a kill on the Bristleback. He actually doesn't want to use it even. Finally does go for it as the Blade Mail comes out, but just a little bit too late as... I mean, once again, not that bad of a trade for Kingdom, but then again, Roshan went down before. Yamate got
it is
the
actually a
Aegis
horrible trade, because this is a 2-free trade. Smashy escaped this fight because he was seeing, okay guys, we are 3 versus 3, but the problem is they have full HP, and therefore Smashy like was running already from that fight to the right and just sacrificed the puck as well as the Bristleback there, and the Roshan also went for Titan. That's what I like about Titan, that they trade more or less equally, sometimes not even in their favor when it comes to kills and everything, but they take something else on the way. It's I don't know, it's like Asian style kamikaze. Like you take something out before and then you suicide as well on something, which means you get actually 2 objectives done instead of 1. So I definitely like that style. Like they trade fairly, quite good, even if Kingdom at least gets something here and there, but they take always. It might be a tower, may it be Roshan, something will always happen at the same time, or even a 50-year-old just free farming at the same time. They always just trade better because of that like second objective being done at the same time of a team fight.
Just look at the graphs because of that. 15,000 gold lead, 12,000 XP lead for Titan, 25 minutes in. I mean, they probably have to throw to actually lose this game at the moment. Especially as Yamate finally has his PKB finished as well.
Yep, absolutely. It's 12k and 15k in gold. I mean, actually there is quite a nice statistic. Like if you have a 15k lead before or at 30 minutes, like there's still a decent chance for the other team to win. If it's above 15k, and that's what we are heading towards, then the chances are like less than 5% to win, at least according to the statistics. And well, we are in the 26th minute till we reach minute 30. We have, I don't know, maybe 20k already. So according at least to the statistics, if Titan keeps on trading like this, and if they keep on playing like this without big throw attempts, then yeah, I don't see this one happening.
Well, they didn't get fixers yet. They tried to go for it. The Illusory was there before. And do they really want to counter initiate the Dream Coil only onto Ohio? I guess they want the Bat rather badly. There's the Blade Fury coming in from KOX. He actually has his Battle Fury finished up now as well. Ohio, he will fall down. They actually got the gem from that as well. So
yeah,
that's a pretty
talking
huge
about
kill.
bad trades and throws, this was one of them. Like 2D instantly got the healing ward, so the healing ward not helping there. The rest of the team already like escaping. It was also of course bad because KYXY was far away from that fight, or like he ran as one of the first, and therefore Kingdom getting a nice trade, like a Batch Rider plus a gem. That's a high value kill. Especially because the Batrider was yielding, what, 900, the gem being very expensive. So that was like a 1k trade, and they didn't have to do much. They were just heading some meters out of their base and just getting this nice trade.
Oh well, I mean, the gem defense will help them try to regain some form of map control, but then again, I think once Batrider respawns, Titan are just gonna maybe group up and go for high ground. I mean, they have the Aegis after all. Dragon Knight, maybe not the best carrier of an Aegis, because if he has his Elder Dragon form popped and he dies, he will come back without it, of course. But overall, it's probably really hard to actually bring him down in the first place with that BKB of his. Oh man, well, they are already grouping up. They're not even waiting for Ohio or order. Never mind, Ohio is there. So, Extinct, he's lagging behind a little bit. But I think this is going to be a rather easy tier 3 tower for them, probably.
Yep, let's see. I mean, 27 minute, 28th minute now, and they're saying hello the first time to the tier 3 tower. At least it looks like it. I mean, they still have the Aegis. Why not go in for it? There's also like a level 2 Necroc book now coming out on the Rasta, even adding some more pushing potential there. And as I said, like, they have the Mass Serpent wards as well as all the other pushing power. We also have a level 4 Edict now helping them. So if they have a fight that goes their way, a better trade, then, I don't know, Kingdom is forced into buybacks. But the problem is, who has buyback? The Bristleback is the only one, and there we see already Mass Serpent wards coming out, and let's start the siege.
Well, I mean, it's level 3 dragon form as well, so it's a Frost Dragon. Oh, they get the lasso up onto the tree and protective. There's a swap out once again. BKB activated by Yamate. That burst damage, this is just sick. Smashy activates his BKB, not the mech. Can't do anything. Yamate, he's dropping low, has the Aegis of course, and 2D shackled up. Omni Slash just onto the Bristleback. It is enough to bring him down. He was a really tanky hero, but that's all he was really, because he just went in solo more or less. That's gonna be the tower. Probably the Rax as well. Bristleback actually buys back. But will he be able to do enough, or will he be there in time? Because all their ultimates are already in cooldown. Eye of the Storm just expires, and well, with this, it's going to be melee Brax. But I guess they can just maybe keep it at 1 Brax down and not lose the extra one. Oh, they leech it onto Yamate. They get the dust as well to slow him down. A nice force step, and now they're going to turn it around. A nice waning rift coming by Fixer. KYXY silenced up, finally gets the Blade Fury, but his damage is getting stolen. Smash actually might get the kill if he keeps on chasing. A few more Rags. Oh, that split turf by Extinct. KYXer probably will make the escape as Ohio. He falls down the shackles onto Smashy though. Yamate, he's going with the right clicks. He doesn't have the Elder Dragon form. Will it be enough? One more beat fire. He doesn't have enough mana for it. Oh my god. He's just gonna go down. He has the Aegis, but he's probably gonna die a second time as well now. Extinct definitely is Plasma Field coming in to help out of KYXY. He doesn't have his ultimate. Another 10 seconds. They have to wait it out. Fruits goes down to Yamate's breathe fire. And now 2D the right clicks the crits from KYXY. They need the stuns, they need something
Omni
to catch
slash.
up.
There's the Omni Slash. Wait
oh man,
for it.
oh Fixers, Omni Slash, 2D, oh my god! Almost brings down Fixers as well.
Yep, they can even turn it around. Now they have like 2 full HP heroes and they can just continue even on the range tracks if they push the creeps in. But they don't even need to. I mean, objective is done, melee Rex is down, nobody cares even about range tracks, and therefore, I mean, look what they got. Like, they used the Aegis, of course, they lost their free supports, but KYXY, as well as, like, here, Yamate, they're still alive. It was definitely a better trade. They, on top of it, got the buyback of the Bristleback, and therefore, you couldn't ask for a better trade. Rax, buyback, better hero trade, that's the 30 minute, and from now on, as I said, you can just wait. Full HP, full mana, ultimates back up, and they repeat this. And Kingdom, well, they still try to hold on, but the problem is, I just don't see how it's happening. Not against Mass Serpent Wards, not against all that is happening here at the same time. Like, even if they trade and get a team wipe on Titan, still the damage to the buildings is done, and they're in no position whatsoever to turn this around and go for buildings as well, especially not base, because there's still tier 1 towers standing in the top and the bottom lane, and in the mid there's also a tier 2 still guarding the base, which means like they have to chew through a lot of building HP before they even could touch the enemy base. But as I said, I don't see them leaving this base.
Oh, there's the Mass Serpent Wards, the Overgrowth only onto net. The stun flies as well, but he got 4 steps out already. Oh, Fixie wants to go in, the take on, it's not enough. Can they get the stun? They do actually kill off net, but the mech comes out. Yomo Kompako, he will fall down, and Ohio, well, his lasso already used, but Smashy, he's just gonna go down. Yamate wails away at him in his Elder Dragon form, and well, Smashy does buy back, but in Titan, are they really backing off at the moment? They still have the Omni Slash as well.
They don't even need to back off. The Mass Serpent Wards are still doing damage, and look at the Omni Slash, just, oh my god, slashing through Smashy. It was pretty much a dieback he did there, and therefore that GG has to come out. Yeah, it's coming out. Therefore, there's no way they can save these Raxes, or they could even go for tier 4 tower. They're still fighting the enemy, the admin. The admin is not fast enough. GG, so we even see another kill here on 2D. But yeah, well played Titan. Just better trades and a draft that worked out much better here for them.
Yeah, Kingdom, they really had the early advantage only when the tri lane from Titan wiped when they dived against the Bristleback, but after that, Titan they just farmed more efficiently, had better movements on the map, as well as just getting down the objectives, which Kingdom kind of failed to do. So it was just all about the Batrider getting that much faster of a blink than the Puck, I think.
Yep, absolutely. Anyway, guys, this is not the last game. The entire thing is, of course, a best of 3, so Kingdom has a chance to strike back. So stay tuned in here. Game number 2 will follow up in just a couple of minutes, pretty much. If you like what we do, of course, follow us here on Twitch, as well as on Facebook and Twitter. There you will always get the news, what the next games are, and all the other news interesting for the other channels, other tournaments, etc., etc. So that's it pretty much for this game. 2 minutes, and we're back with game number 2 here, Titan versus Kingdom.